Hi everyone, it's Wednesday, November 27th. This is Liam McMahon. I'm a strategist over at globalfxclub.com. Going to be doing a pre-Thanksgiving review of the markets for you guys. Likely will be my last video this week. Maybe do one Friday, we'll see. Remember the way it works. Full day of U.S. equity trading today, so markets close at 4 as usual. All U.S. markets are closed tomorrow in observance of the Thanksgiving Day holiday, and then we have a half day on Friday. So, Europe still up and going, Asia still up and going, but without U.S. liquidity, things get a little slow. So just sort of keep that in mind going forward. I may want to make sure that you notice my little turkey picture here. That's because it is almost Thanksgiving. So a happy Thanksgiving to those of you who are in the United States, and an almost happy Thursday to the rest of you. We're going to run through a little bit of what you may expect to see the second half of the week, talk about some potential setups that we do have, even though it is a holiday week. A couple opportunities to sort of make a trade and then forget about it, and then we'll talk about price action going into next week. So please pause the video, look over the risk disclaimer, should now be on your screen. Then we'll begin. Okay, start with dollar yen, because that's what's open. Looking for 103.40 or so, 103.35, on a potential move from this flag breakout here. We'll see how that plays out. It's not, there is some fairly significant RSI divergence going on right now. Okay. So just sort of note that, but we'll see how the flag breakout plays. Still looks like it continued to squeeze higher. Euro yen is basically hit. All right. I've been saying that the measured move from this rally here was 139. We hit 138.78. I'm gonna go ahead and call that close enough. We'll see what euro yen does from now. Like I said, dollar yen looks like it could continue higher, so we're left with euro dollar. Euro dollar is testing some support right now. All right, after we squeezed above this 50% fib. I am not willing to say I'm no longer. I guess my bias on euro has gone from bearish to neutral. All right. I was wrong on the pullback from this area. We'll see now if we can get above the 618. The reason that 618 may be significant is just in terms of what's the word I'm looking for? It would just be fitting, all right, if a 618 held, because here is the move that we are currently in the middle of. Okay, it's a very nice engulfing candle off of a 618% fib. All right, that's from the 149.39 highs to the 120.41 lows. That 618 we started reversing just shy of 130. That 618% fib started just shy of 138. We are now testing the 618% fib, or just shy thereof, of that move from the start of that rejection at 138. So if the market's going to continue the pattern of holding 618 fibs and heading lower, we may be in for some nasty downside here in euro dollar. So just sort of keep that in mind, that that is a possibility here. Right now the pair is well supported. Well, not well supported. It's supported by the backside of this 50, and then some of these, you can draw a bunch of trend lines in this area and get some support. Moving averages, you can see the 50 creeping over the 100. We may get some crossovers going here that would support bullish price action. But just watch that 618% fib. It's 136.27 or so. Worth keeping an eye on. All right, let's look at the daily chart real quick. One of the trades that we could see today, it depends on the daily close of this candle. Right now, it is not an overly impressive candle. If we get back down to 135.57, if we make a new low today, which I'm not ruling out, we'll see. We get turned in a red reversal candle here. I will probably short with a stop just above the highs, looking for a major continuation here off of that 618% fib. If we get a strong bullish candle, I'll just stay out of it, and that's fine. So we got to see how that daily candle closes. Pound dollar, very similar. We broke out of this recent range here. All right, we got to see how this daily candle closes. Many people have been noting on Twitter very correctly that we have not completely broken out here. 163, these previous highs, and then this 163.80 range high, where you can see where we spiked up to before reversing. If we get a candle like this over here, back within this range, same thing, short, stop above the highs. Basically, and if we get a close anywhere here or higher, so 162.75 or upwards, you can trade it as a breakout. All right, it would be a daily breakout. You're stopping below that recent range and hope for the upside. So either way, there's probably a trade coming up on pound dollar that you can take. The worst case scenario for being able to take a trade is a 162.50, 162.55 type close, where we close right on that breakout point, don't really get a clear signal either way. So I'd like to see a close up here or down here for a trade, nowhere really in the middle. Euro Aussie, okay, let's go to the 4-hour chart, show you a little RSI divergence that we have going on, bonk bonk. Price is going like this, okay? We're now putting in potential reversal candle just shy of that 150 round number and this 150.30 recent highs, as well as this 150 rejection point, okay? So that is another potential trade that we may be getting here. A pullback on Euro Aussie. This trend has been extraordinarily strong. First major target level will be this 148.50 level, followed by 148, followed by 147. So those would be the levels you're looking for. I would be very aggressive if you're in this short, taking profits, because you are going against a fairly significant, fairly hefty trend. Supporting this trade, though, is Aussie dollar. We are near this major, I don't want to call it major support, but last-ditch support at about 90.50. Worth watching. If we do bounce off this 90.50 area, I will be looking for selling opportunities on a rally up towards 93. Kiwi looks like it's prepping to try to follow Aussie dollar. Has not managed to break down below this lower trend line yet. Measured move of this head and shoulders pattern is 79. Your next major target would be 77. Basically 76.82. These previous lows down here. Oh, dollar CAD strong today. Worth noting. It's up almost 0.5%. I have not had a good technical setup on dollar CAD for what feels like months. It's been choppy, etc. It's been actually it's been god awful to trade. I'm looking at the trend line, so not so much the fibs. I've been saying if I was a macro trader, I would be buying dollar CAD aggressively, looking for 110. But I'm not. I'm a technical trader, and I don't have a technical setup for it, so I haven't been doing it. But I do think that's where we're headed. I think that we're seeing the range that dollar CAD trades in. We're seeing it reset higher. All right, so I expect the range, rather than being from basically 98 to 105, I think it's going to be more like 105 to 115 over the next 3 years. So I do think we'll continue to see dollar CAD grind higher. It is up higher. It is up pretty good today. Let's take a quick look at E-minis, because why not? E-minis continue to just be bid. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Kind of a flag type scenario here. We may actually be breaking out here into the close. I doubt we'll see much follow through. Everyone's going home. It's going to be the holiday. E-minis are going to be kaput in terms of volatility until we're done, until we get really into next week. The Nikkei bid, again, not really surprising, up 1.5%. Futures are up 1.5%. Major resistance 1575. I've been saying it for a long time. That 16,000 is my target. I do continue to expect us to reach that 16,000 level, and from there we'll have to see. All right, so that's what I have for you. A couple opportunities on pound dollar and euro dollar, depending on how the candle closes. Aussie dollar, potential long opportunity, and euro Aussie, potential short opportunity if you're willing to go counter trend, which I don't see why you necessarily wouldn't be, so long as you manage your risk. Good Lord, look at this RSI divergence going on in Nikkei right now. I just noticed that it's getting worse. Okay, that's price, and you can see that price is going up. So, very interesting. To note on Nikkei that we do have continuing RSI divergence, something to pay attention to. I still, again, think that we'll get to 160, and then maybe we'll see this divergence correct itself. All right, so for those of you that will be celebrating the holiday, enjoy it. Eat lots of turkey. Enjoy your families to the best of your abilities. And then for those of you who aren't, try not to miss us too much. Don't break anything while we're gone. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.